difficulty here. Okay, if you can't able to see the screen, okay, you just remind me. Okay, so that I will share once again. Okay, right. So if you are facing any problem, should tell me. Okay, so second unit. Okay, very easy one actually. So very easy and easy scoring marks this unit. Yeah. See here, second unit. So we'll talks about what XML and parsers. Okay. So second unit is okay. So as per the syllabus, okay, is the screen is shared to you, ma? Everyone can see the screen, right? Shared screen. Yes. Others. కనబడుతుందా స్క్రీన్? Yes. Screen is visible for you or not? నాకు అర్థమవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు. మీరు డ్రాయింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా. ఓకే. What guys? Screen is visible for you or not? Screen is shared for everyone. Shravan. చెప్పండి.
విజిబుల్ సార్.
విజిబుల్ మరి ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పాలా కదా నాకు. లేకుంటే మీ మీ వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేసుకోండి. కొంచెం నేను కూడా చూస్తా, చాలా రోజులు అయిపోయింది మీకు చూడక. ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి, కొంచెం వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేసుకొని పెట్టుకోండి. సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఈజీ ఫర్ మీ. ఓకే, నాకు కూడా ఎందుకో చెప్తుంటే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ రావట్లే, కొంచెం మీ ఫేసెస్ చూస్తే ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ కూడా అర్థమవుతాయి. ఓకే, యూ స్విచ్ ఆన్, యూ పీపుల్ స్విచ్ ఆన్ యువర్ వీడియోస్. ఓకే, see, I think you people will listen. Okay, but what the management is thinking is, right? Management and HOD is what they are thinking, whether they are listening or not, they are getting doubt. Some people are switching on and doing their work. So some students will be busy, right? So just for login purpose, for namesake, okay, they will switch on. Okay, parallelly they will be completing their task. Okay, right, writing assignments and all those things they are doing. Okay, so that's why HODs are getting doubt. You switch on your videos, okay, so that it will be visible for me whether you are listening or not. I will get that interest also. Okay, by saying to you, I can understand that okay, you people are listening, and I will get some more confidence. Okay, right. So here, see, in unit 2 will talks about what? XML. What is an XML language? Okay, then after that, how to write the XML document. Okay, how to prepare the XML document for the given HTML document. Okay, how to write the description. Okay, how to write the XML document for the given HTML. Then after that, in this unit, okay, we will see what is XSD. Okay, so how we can write the definition. Okay, right. So schema definition for that particular document. Okay, then after that, see, we will be seeing some parsers. Okay, so what is DOM parser, what is SAX parser, what is the importance of those parsers, okay, for the given XML document. Okay, how the parser is converting. Okay, then after that we will see what is the difference between XHTML and HTML. Okay, what is the advanced things are added in XHTML. Okay, so these are all, see, very easy concepts. Okay, these are the topics that we need to concentrate in second unit. Okay, right. So coming to the, just I will go one by one concept. Okay, just have a note of that important things. Okay, see here, once if you note all those things, then second unit preparation will be completed for you. Okay, so in that way I will tell you. See here, so first is what here? XML. Why we have to go for XML? XML is what? Extensible markup language. We are having HTML. Why we have to go with this XML? Extensible markup language means some advanced features are available in this markup language. Okay, what is those advanced features? Okay, right. So already you know what is markup, what is language, all those things. Okay, markup means what? Enclosing all everything I wrote. Okay, right. So here markup means what? Just enclosing information in tags. Okay, right. So next is why this is called as extensible means HTML you will be having predefined tags. In XML you can design your own tags. That is one difference you can say. Okay, HTML is having predefined, okay, already defined paragraph tag, bold tag, italic. So you don't want to use all those things, okay? So existing one, you want to go with new one, you have to go with XML, that is extensible markup language. You can design your own tags, okay? So these things will be used, okay, right? So means easily you can design your own tags. Okay, coming to the differences here, so many differences I wrote. This is case sensitive, right? So see here, if you one more difference you can observe here. See HTML and XML. So HTML is for some see suppose HTML tag you have opened. Okay, so you have written like HTML H capital. While closing, if you write small h also, it will accept. Means sometimes, okay, these HTML tags are insensitive, okay, not case insensitive. Okay, right? It will accept, okay. But in XML, whatever case you will use, that same case should be used for ending. Okay? That is the thing, okay, right? So that is one condition, okay. Already you know about W3C organization, okay. So they have introduced this one also, right? So all those things you can list out all the things, okay. So many features also we can say, okay, right? So XML is okay, focus on data. See here, it will focus on data. Whatever you will write, that will be treated as data. See, and one more difference also I have showed, okay. So when it comes to the HTML, if you execute the program, okay, so whatever the things you want, that the contents only will get displayed. But in XML, complete thing will be getting into display, okay, if you run on the browser, okay, right? So how we need to run all those things means see HTML file, how we will save with the .html extension. Here .xml extension we will be running on the browser, okay. What the difference you can able to see here is XML means each and everything will be treated as data. Okay, so complete tags, whatever you write, that thing also, that complete thing will get displayed. Okay, right. See, like this, we can see so many differences. See here, just look at the screen here, HTML and XML. So HTML will focus on display of data. Whatever you write, that only will get display. Whatever you want, that only. It won't display each and everything, but it will treat each and everything as data. Okay, right? So complete thing it will get displaced. Okay, so this one is not case sensitive, but it is case sensitive. Okay, right? So next is what closing tag is optional. Here closing tag is mandatory. See, sometimes in HTML you can close it, or you can change the case. Okay, that one also possible. See, how to write an XML document, already you know, right? So less than question mark XML. Okay, right, version. So this one is what okay, no need to, this will tells you what type of version we are using, okay, which type of document we are designing. Okay, right. So here see, in XML how we will write the code. This is one sample code. Okay, employee means here you can design your own tag, no need to use the predefined tags. Okay, like p head HTML, there is no structure here. Okay, so but rules we need to follow here. Okay, so what are the rules we need to follow? See here, employee will be treated as one tag, then closing will be employee. So just observe here, employee. So this is what all lowercase, ending will be also lowercase. That's why XML is what it's a case sensitive language. Suppose here employee you wrote all lowercase letter. Okay, in place of small e, if you write it as a double capital E, right? So capital E if you write means, okay, it won't accept. That's why I'm saying to you is, okay, XML is what case sensitive. Okay, so same thing you should write, okay, for the ending. So in between here employee name you can write, you can add so many tags. Okay, but so opening and closing tag should be compulsory, we need to maintain it. Okay, but in HTML, if you don't want the last line, you can skip it. Okay, already we have seen these examples. Okay, so I have showed you in practical, okay, in the class. So how do we need to save the XML document with the .xml extension? How we need to run any browser? See each and every point. Okay, so I have written in the document. Okay, just read it, you will get the idea. What you have to do means, all these things you have to take, and you should prepare your own notes. Okay, important points you should note. Okay, right. See how these XML documents will look like. Okay, just like this. Okay, just now I said to you, employee, then child elements. Okay, this one will call it as a root element. Okay, then child elements. Okay, three child elements and this one. Okay, right. So if you observe this document, you will call it as a XML document. So what is this XML document consists of? What is this XML document consists of? It consists of three things. You can able to find three things here. What are the three different things you can able to find here? Mean in the XML document. So this one is what less than and greater than symbol. In between these Angular tags, if you are representing anything, we'll call it as element. Okay, right. So we'll call it as elements. Means if you observe any XML document, see here, you can able to find three things. Okay, what are the three things? You can able to find elements, you can able to find attributes. Okay, right. So maybe some after that means names. Okay, that is elements. Okay, right. Then attributes you can able to find. Okay, right. So see all those things we will see. So first, before going for this one, see what is an element here. So element means less than and greater than symbol, whatever you will represent. Okay, right. So nesting of elements also we can do. That is what contact info is one element, and see under that you are declaring one more element. Okay, that is we call it as child elements. Like this also you can do it. Okay, right. So like this some elements you can declare. Okay, and nesting of elements should be done carefully, right? So why means where you will get the problem here. See, so contact info is one element. So this one will, this first element will treat it as the root element. So under that, what is the child element here? Company is the child element. So this child element company, where we need to end before the root element ending, we should write this. Okay, right. So but here what we did here, contact info I wrote. Then after that I am closing the company element. Okay, there will be some problem. So this type of code will not get executed. How we need to write this one means like this. Okay, so here see contact info is root element and contact info last element. Then after that company and company, here we should close this. Okay, how to close this? With the help of slash. Okay, so like this. Okay, some output we will get it. Okay, so if you observe the output also, I showed to you, right? What is the output we will get? See here, for XML document, like this output you will get, means complete thing, each and everything what you will write, that will be treated as the data and it will get displayed. Okay, but in HTML, if you run the same thing in HTML, so what happened with the HTML tags, if you run now, only IARE output only you will get, but here you will get complete. Try to execute it, you will get the differences. Okay, empty tag means what? Okay, at the last you will be writing with slash. Okay, right. So forward slash and closing the tag. Okay, some rules we need to follow, all those things we have learned. Okay, and the emptiness of the element. Okay, then root element, child elements. Okay, right. So next, so after knowing about element, XML document consists of element. Element means what? Less than and greater than symbol, whatever you write, that will be treated as an element. Okay, then after that, attribute. What is an attribute? Specifying some properties for to the element. Okay, specifying some properties to that element. See here, employee is what? Element. For that you are specifying some properties. Why will you specify properties? Some extra features for that element you are specifying. Okay, some extra attributes. Suppose think that you have two elements, okay, with the same name like employee. So how to differentiate those two? Okay, how to filter those two? Okay, with by observing that property. Okay, by observing some properties you can differentiate those two elements. Okay, so in order to differentiate those two elements, here we are using some attributes here. Okay, so attribute is what? Here employee number is some attribute, means some property we are using and we are filtering that element. Okay, right. So here employee attribute, so employee number is attribute and we are specifying some value. Okay, how to use that attributes? Means attributes, some syntax we need to follow, that is attributes is equal to value. Okay, right. So like this you can specify some attributes. Okay, what are the rules we need to follow here? The attributes must be enclosed with single quotations or double quotes. We should write that values. Okay, attributes values. Yes, and attribute names are unique. Okay, right. So you should use unique. Why? Because once again, if you are using same employee number means there may be chance of duplicating of data. Okay, that's why we should avoid all these things. Okay, we should use unique names for the attributes. Okay, right. And but order is not compulsory. One more thing here is what you can able to find means entity references you can able to